It's Mike, SBR Sport shoe review time. We've just got the ON Cloudflow shoes in. This is the men's shoe. Turn it around, give you an idea. Radically different shoe design. These are holes over here that give the shoe a little bit of cushioning. This is the women's shoe. I'll go over the weights in just a moment. The men's shoe that I've got here is a US 11. That comes in at 258 grams, basically a UK 10. This is a UK 6.5, US 8.5. That comes in at 212 grams. So the shoes are very, very light shoes. Shoes are highly responsive. They're incredibly light. They are unusually flexible. You just look at this kind of flex that the shoe has got. So when I had a look at this, the rate of sort of flex that way, the ability to flex the shoe that way, and looked at these sort of cushioning areas, I thought that this shoe for me would be like a Nike Free. I pronate to the extent that I need a shoe that just gives me a little bit of guidance. And so I popped the shoe on the treadmill and tested it, and I really expected to see myself running like that. The opposite happened. The shoe is completely stable. I'm not sure how they got that right, but this is stable enough for me as a person who needs a bit of guidance to run safely in. I've had the shoe now for about a week and a half. I've put about 80 to 90 kilometers on my pair of running shoes, and I've absolutely loved it. My experience on last Saturday, I did a 21K. I left at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and got back just after 6. So just a fun sort of run that I did. Is I was great for the first 15Ks. I was physically tired after a really busy week at work, and so I found the last 5Ks the shoe to be a little bit hard, and that certainly is going to be, I think, everybody's experience. But then if you want a more cushioned shoe, you're going to end up in a far heavier shoe. So I've done speed sessions, loved it. Hill sessions, flown up hills in this thing, a really long run, and found it slightly hard. Who would I put in a shoe like that? I wouldn't put heavy people in the shoe. I would probably put lighter runners in. I would put runners in with just a naturally good running gait, not heavy heel strikers, runners that land fairly close to center of gravity. I think you're going to be safe in a shoe like that, very, very safe. In fact, what would I recommend the shoe for? Speed work, hills, track sessions, 5K races, 10K races, 15K races, 21K races, obviously within the triathlon, your sort of half Ironman. Context of me recording this last weekend, South Africa was half Ironman in Buffalo City, East London, and the first 3 podium slots were taken by men wearing On running shoes. Some things that I love with the shoe, there are a couple of really neat little features. That little eyelet there where the lace comes out has obviously got that On sort of logo shape to it. On the one side you've got an O. When you stand with the other shoe next to that, you've got an N, so that anyone standing behind you can read the word On. The shoelaces, and I'm going to really hope that the camera picks this up, that the shoelace has got the little words written on, "Put me on." So that's some cool stuff. Shoebox is almost like buying an Apple product. I mean, just the shoebox alone is very cool. It comes out with a little On pass, like a passport with a unique number, so that you can become part of an online community and share your experiences with the shoe. Are there some negatives? I did a run in quite heavy rain and was really pushing up one of the hills, and the grip wasn't maybe as good as a flatter shoe with a lot more surface area, but that for me is a minor negative. I sort of hopping on and off pavements with a little bit of loose gravel. Every now and then you're going to get a rock stuck somewhere in there, and as you run you'll just hear the rock. You kind of just stop for a moment, pull it out from your shoe, and off you go again. But you know, if you're sticking on road itself, you're going to be 100% safe. So, cut a long story short, I've loved the shoe. It's fantastic, it's light, it's responsive. I think you're going to love running in the shoe. If you've got a bit of running behind you, got good gait patterns, this is a shoe to definitely add to your collection. Hope that helps.